There are more stars in our universe than grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. Just think about that for a second. It's a number so big, our minds can barely hold it. Now, picture this. Most of those stars have planets spinning around them. That means there are trillions and trillions of worlds out there. Worlds of rock, worlds of gas, and maybe worlds a lot like our own. The number of chances for life is just huge. So, a very smart scientist named Enrico Fermi asked a simple question. He was at lunch with his friends, and he just said, "Where is everybody? If the universe is so big and so full of planets, it should be buzzing with life, but it's not." This question is the heart of the Fermi Paradox. When we point our biggest telescopes to the sky, all we hear is silence, a great, empty silence. The universe seems to be completely, strangely quiet. One way to think about this is with a kind of cosmic recipe. It's called the Drake equation, but you don't need math to understand it. It's just a way to guess how many alien friends we might have. You start with all the stars in our galaxy, the Milky Way. Then you only count the ones with planets. Then you only count the planets that are safe and warm, not too hot or too cold. Even when you are very careful, the recipe still says our galaxy should have thousands of civilizations. And here's another amazing thought. Our universe is almost 14 billion years old. Our planet, Earth, is a baby in comparison. We only just showed up to the party. This means other life could have gotten a huge head start. 1,000,000 years, 100 million years, even 1 billion years. If the whole story of the universe was just one single day, humans would have appeared in the very last second. So maybe we can't hear them because they are just too different from us. We are looking for signs of life that we would understand. It's like we are listening for drum beats in a forest. We send out radio waves, and we listen for radio waves coming back. That's a technology we know. It's familiar. But what if a civilization that is 1,000,000 years older than us doesn't use something so simple? What if they talk to each other by twisting space itself, or by sending tiny particles through the universe that we don't even have names for yet? What if their messages are written in the light of stars, and we just don't know how to read them? It could be that the universe is like a busy city, full of conversations and signals everywhere. But we are deaf and blind. We don't have the right eyes to see it or the right ears to hear it. The great silence might just be our own. But what if the silence is not a choice? What if it is a rule? This leads to a strange and scary idea called the Great Filter. It suggests that something is stopping life from spreading across the stars, a cosmic wall that nobody gets past. Think of the start of life as a video game with many levels. The first level is getting life started at all. The next is making cells that work together. Then comes big brains, then tools, then rockets. Each step is a huge, difficult hurdle that a world has to jump over. But somewhere in that game, there is a level so hard that almost nobody ever beats it. That is the Great Filter. A silent, invisible wall that stops civilizations before they can ever fill the sky. The Great Silence is the sound of everyone else failing to pass that level. This brings us to the most important and most chilling question of all. Where are we in that game? Is that super hard level behind us, or is it still waiting for us up ahead? There are two answers, and both will change how you see the stars. If the Great Filter is behind us, it means making life or brains was the hard part. It means we are one of the first to ever make it this far. We are incredibly rare and special. But if the filter is still in our future, it means the silence is a warning. It means every civilization before us hit that wall, and we are heading for it too. Or maybe there is no single wall. Maybe we are just alone. This is called the rare earth idea. It says the recipe for a world like ours is so complicated, with so many lucky ingredients, that it almost never happens. Our planet has a huge moon that keeps it stable, stopping it from wobbling wildly. We orbit a calm, gentle star, not a violent one. We live in a safe part of our galaxy, away from exploding stars and giant black holes. These are not small things. Our world even has moving pieces of land called plate tectonics. This acts like a giant recycling system, bringing important stuff up from inside the Earth that life needs. Without this long list of lucky accidents, all happening in the right order, maybe smart life just doesn't happen at all. But there is one final explanation. It is the newest and perhaps the most terrifying of them all. It is called the dark forest, and it turns the whole question upside down. Imagine the universe is a giant, dark forest at night. Every civilization is a silent hunter, hiding behind a tree, holding a weapon. You cannot see anyone else, but you know for sure that the forest is full of other hunters. So, what do? You stay perfectly quiet, because the first hunter to make a sound, to light a fire, gives away their position to everyone else. And in a dark forest full of strangers, revealing yourself is the most dangerous thing you can do. This brings us to a chilling thought. If the universe is a dark forest, have we been foolish? For over 100 years, we have been shouting into the cosmic darkness. Our television shows and radio waves have been leaking into space. They travel outward in a growing bubble, announcing our existence to anyone who might be listening. We did more than just leak signals. We sent invitations. The Voyager spacecraft, now drifting between the stars, carry golden records. These records have pictures of us and sounds from Earth. They even have a map showing where to find our planet. We also sent the Arecibo message, a drawing of our people and our world, aimed at a distant star cluster. We have been yelling, "Here we are, come and find us." This is why the Fermi Paradox is more than just a space puzzle. It is a mirror. It shows us everything we hope for. We look at the empty sky and wish for cosmic friends. We dream of sharing our knowledge and learning the secrets of the universe from older, wiser beings. The silence feels lonely because we want to believe we are not alone. But the mirror also shows our deepest fears. The great silence might mean we are in terrible danger. It could mean we are the last ones left in a graveyard of civilizations. Or maybe it means we are the first, that we are special. The answer is hidden somewhere between our greatest dream and our worst nightmare. But what if the silence isn't an answer at all? What if it's a question? The fact that we don't know why the universe is so quiet is not a reason to hide. It is the ultimate invitation to explore. The silence is a blank map. It is the greatest adventure story waiting to be written. This is the real reason we build giant telescopes. It is why we send robotic explorers to Mars and beyond. We are cosmic map makers, and the universe has given us the biggest piece of empty paper imaginable. Every new discovery, every new planet we find, is another small mark we add to that map, filling in the great unknown. So the next time you look up at the night sky, don't just see points of light. See the giant question hanging over all of them. Where is everybody? The answer, whatever it may be, will define what it means to be human. It will shape our future in the cosmos, whether we find we have neighbors or that we are the only ones home. But there is another, stranger idea. It is called the zoo hypothesis. This thought says that aliens do exist. They are all around us. But they have decided not to talk to us, on purpose. They watch us from a distance, like we watch animals in a protected park. Imagine our whole world as a special exhibit. We are left alone to grow and learn, without anyone from the outside interfering. The silence isn't because no one is there. The silence is a rule, a sign that says, "Do not disturb." It's a wild and humbling thought. Or maybe the answer is even more alien. Some thinkers believe that super-smart life is sleeping. They are waiting for the universe to get colder. Right now, stars burn hot, making it hard to do really big things. But in the far, far future, space will cool down, making it the perfect time for huge projects. Picture entire civilizations silent across the stars. They are not gone. They are just waiting. They are hibernating through the hot, busy youth of the universe. This is called the estivation hypothesis. The great silence is just a long cosmic nap. This idea changes how we see time itself. We think of now as the most important moment. But to a life form that can live for billions of years, this is just the noisy morning of the universe. The real action might happen trillions of years from now, when the last stars begin to fade. Let's zoom back into a simpler problem. Maybe we just don't know how to listen. We search for radio waves, like someone expecting a message sent by smoke signal. What if cosmic communication uses something we haven't even discovered yet, like gravity waves or particles we can't see? Think about how far our own messages have gone. All our TV shows, all our radio signals have traveled out in a tiny bubble. This bubble is only about 100 light-years across. Our whole galaxy, the Milky Way, is 100,000 light-years wide. Our shouts into the dark have barely left our front porch. The universe isn't silent. It's just that we are listening to a giant ocean with a single seashell. The waves could be crashing with messages all around us. The songs of other worlds might be written in a language of light and energy we just don't know how to read yet. There is one more filter to consider, but it's not in the future. It's in the past. It's called the Gaian bottleneck. This idea says that getting life started is easy, but keeping it alive is incredibly hard. Most baby planets are too hot or too cold or get hit by giant rocks. Life on Earth might just be unbelievably lucky. We survived billions of years of cosmic challenges. We passed the test. The silence is the sound of all the other worlds that didn't. We are not the first. We are simply the survivors, waking up in a quiet home.